One thing I've noticed while recording these videos, like almost every day or every 2 days, is my face has gotten so fat, bro. So fat. If you scroll down like 4 months ago when I first started posting, or 3 months, my face was a lot leaner. But don't get me wrong though, I'm not getting fat on accident. Who the hell gets fat? I'm bulking. I am bulking. All right, so relax. I'm gonna be trying to gain 20 pounds. I started 130. Yeah, I think 4 months ago I was around 138, 139, 140 ish. I'm 149, 148 right now. So we're halfway there. I'm gonna try to hit 160 by the beginning of May, middle May ish, and then I'll start cutting, and then we'll see what I look like then. But yeah, bro. I mean, it's just I knew this was gonna happen, but still, bro. Like my skin is terrible. You can clearly see my face is getting a lot fatter compared to. It's fine though. I mean, who cares? It's not like I'm trying to impress anybody. So, yeah, man. Today, uh, kind of not didn't go up or down in terms of like P&L, but kind of overtraded today, man. And that's not something I like to do. I don't like it when I don't have control over my feelings, my emotions. And that's something I've been consistently trying to work on. So when I'm not able to stop, cut off where I'm trading, it's kind of disappointing for me. However, I can take one good thing out of the bad was I did want to keep trading more. Once you start over trading, once you go past that 4-5 trade mark for the day, and you're like at break even, I think it's really hard to just stop there. But that's what I did. I stopped. I've had days where I've traded like 8 times, 9 times, I don't know if I've gone 10 times, but a lot. And I'm glad I stopped at five. That's still a little bit too much for my liking, but I'm glad I stopped. That's something I can take away. Maybe a little bit a good thing out of the bad for today's session. So 5 trades I took, 2 wins, 1 break even, 2 losses, and I'll go over that as quick as possible because I know it's 5 trades. So coming into today's day, I was bearish. The reason why, well, obviously because we were in a bearish, um, we were in a bearish model, but at the same time, I was loose bearish bias because of the fact that I want to see the classic expansion weekly profile play out. So we made our weekly high on Monday. And since Monday, we've been dumping in price, right? When that happens, I'm expecting price on the last day of the week to retrace a little bit, give us a little bit of retracement, and that would play out the weekly expansion model. It's a classic. I think a lot of people, or many people, know what it is. I just learned it. And yeah, maybe we'll get sort of that retracement today on the daily candle. I mean, at least it's a little bit bullet. We may see it play out. Who knows? But that's why I wasn't entirely bearish. I was a little bit bullish as well. Again, same case as yesterday. Basically, now I zoom in into what the London's telling me, and that kind of helps me confirm my bias right before we market open. And today that happened to be bearish because we were in a 4-hour SMT, so we have an external SMT, pretty high time frame. That's gonna obviously push price down. And before, in the beginning of the London session, we were consolidating here on the 5 minute, and then we got a little small expansion. If you want to look at the higher time frame, so this is where I went wrong on the higher time frame, like on the 15 minute. This is all just accumulation. But if you want to take the smaller trades, you can say this is accumulation, and then we expanded down, and then more accumulation here, or you could call this manipulation. That's where I kind of got confused because I kind of saw this as accumulation, manipulation here, and then I want like I would expect price to distribute back to these highs, right? My bias was loosely bearish, and then I also knew that price delivers in 4 ways: consolidating, expanding, retracing, and then expanding again, or we reverse. So I kind of had a lot of things to think about, and one thing that kind of helped me was this 15-minute gap that we were respecting pretty well. And we were just tapping into this consolidation area and respecting it. We were respecting this 15-minute gap. We were unable to push past Asian highs during London. We were unable to push past the previous London highs during London session, and this was right before market open, so we were respecting it, and that kind of told me that we would be bearish. And so I took a pre-market trade here. When I zoomed in after consistent rejections, I zoomed in to see if we had an entry, and we kind of did, right? We had sorry, someone's calling me. I don't know. I don't want to stop this video. All right. We had consistent breaks of structure on the 1 minute, right? And because of that, we were retesting order blocks here. We were breaking structure, going continuously pushing downwards, and that was enough for me. Uh, So I entered a little bit early. We had a huge volume candle, but we failed to break these previous highs, so that was still a good sign, a good indication. And then we're basically inversing this 5 minute fair value gap, and then this is where I also made a mistake. Uh, After we were within this fair value gap, I knew it would be a little bit choppy. Still, I kind of got emotional. I got scared. I hit my 50. We hit our 50% mark. I marked out this range. We hit our 50% mark, and that's when I took partials and moved my stop to break even. That was my mistake. I should have let this trade play out. I should have just kept my stop loss here at the previous swing high, but no, I got scared. I got emotional, and I kind of let that 5 minute accumulation, manipulation, distribution idea get to me. But then I realized on the 15 minute, we're just all consolidation. So higher time frame is higher power. Please do not forget to look at the higher time frame whenever you're kind of so zoomed in and focused. Sometimes you forget that higher time frame exists, and all of this was just accumulation. And with a, like we would expand, we were due for an expansion because this was all consolidation. We were due for an expansion sometime soon, and that's exactly what happened. After I got stopped at a break even, we inversed that 5, we disrespected it, and right at market open, we expanded down to the Asian lows, to the session lows, right? Yeah, Asian lows. Okay, so that was the first trade. I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. Now, if we look on the 15 minute, on the 5 minute, we get a full closure. So I'm like, okay, I like looking at the 5 minute. It's perfect. I love 5 minutes. We get a chain state delivery. It's cool. Now we're bearish. I've confirmed my bias. Again, higher time frame, higher power. We look on the 15 minute, we sweep the low. We don't close anywhere above. We don't even we close barely below 50% mark. This was a clear manipulation move. And that kind of that's when I was like, oh fuck, maybe we are gonna retrace for it today and kind of help play out that weekly profile model. So we get like a sweep here. 15 minute doesn't even close anywhere close to it. 5 minute, I take this as a retracement because the dumps we've been having these past few days, we have not been getting retracements at all. I thought this was a really, really good retracement. I entered. I didn't really even look at this. Happened so fast. I really didn't even look to see check for any other confluences, but I should have checked that we completely disrespected. I should have at least waited for this candle to close because I don't know if I would have taken it. This candle completely disrespects this 1 hour bearish for a value gap. Um, and yeah, this was just an impatient trade. I had the right idea, poor execution, and I don't even want to go through this next trade. I don't know why I took it. It was embarrassing. This was emotional. I still wanted to see price head down, but that's not how it works because we just manipulated this Asian low. This is a high time frame session low. And I don't know why. For some reason, I thought we were going to get another push down when 15 minutes clearly swept it. Just a dumb trade by me. And I think it all started with that first trade. If I was able to stick to it, I wouldn't have overtraded today at all. And because of that, I was looking for more entries. I'm not proud of these other, even though these two other trades were wins. I know that this money isn't my money. The market's going to take it back if I'm not able to cut this bad habit sooner or later on. So the next thing we do is now I'm like, okay, we're probably going to be pushing higher. We're probably bullish. I'm adapting to the market. That's something I like doing as well today. Was I adapt to the bias, right? So because we get a clear manipulation move here, we're moving away from equilibrium. That's a clear indication of an expansion. So we're moving away from equilibrium here. And we get a strong closure on the 15 minute as well. It's not like this where we get a sweep. We get a strong closure as well. So now I'm bullish. And now my next target is going to be the London highs, right? After we manipulated session lows, we're gonna look for London highs after the sweep. In addition to that, we get a 5 minute change in the state here. All of this is really, really messy. Let me get rid of some of this. Let me get rid of these. Everything here. So we get a 5 minute change in the state here. That kind of confirms that we're going to be heading higher. We also get a 5 minute. That happened after. Yeah, well, we get a 5 minute change in the state, right? I didn't really look 5 minute too much because this is a really, really short-term trade. I looked at the 3 minute more. We have a 3 minute order block here as well. We have a 3 minute order block here. We retrace back into that 3 minute, right? And I zoom in even more. We retrace. We're rejecting. And then here, once we break this structure here, after respecting this 3 minute order block, that's when I enter. This was a really, really easy, I think, quick in and out trade into that previous London high. We had a lot of low resistance liquidity here. So it was a pretty clear draw on liquidity. After we get consistent rejections, we had a huge candle here. And then it was like this this was a very, very easy trade in my opinion. Very, very easy, clear draw on liquidity. But yeah, nothing much else for that one. Next trade here. So after we take out Asian highs and we just took out Asian lows, now I recognize that we're in a search and destroy environment. A search and destroy environment where basically faking in and out of ranges. So we fake out low, we fake out high, and then in the end we're just consolidating and come back into the middle range. Maybe that's what we'll do today actually. If this is the daily candle, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what will happen, but yeah. So I knew we were in a search and destroy. We're gonna retrace back to that equilibrium, that consolidation zone, and we also had a bunch of order blocks resting below, right? We had this 5-minute order block, and even if we're going to just continue higher, we were going to need a retracement because, like I said again, price delivery, we expand and we're going to have a retracement some point of the time. So that's what I was anticipating, and that's exactly what we got, right? So on the 1 minute, when I zoomed in, we have a 1 minute break structure here. We have a 1 minute fair value gap that forms. We tap into that fair value gap. We respect it. And then now I draw out my range here. I think I already drew it. Yeah, I drew out my range here, and I target my take profit at the equilibrium, which is conveniently also right above this order block, right? So the market makers, that's a perfect spot for them to enter price or reverse price because it's right at equilibrium, and the order block is right there. So that's a great indication as to when price is going to reverse after that retracement. And so that's my take profit. Hit that profit pretty quickly. And then after that, yeah, I was done for the day. Basically break even. I think we're down a little bit, but yeah, that was basically the trades today. 11 minutes and four trade. 1, 2, 3, 4 trades. Yeah, bro. Not too proud of today, but the 2 trades that I took after, they were very, very nice trades, but the fact that I traded more than I should have and the fact that I told myself I would stop, that's what I don't like about it. And then that one trade that was really, really stupid, I hope I'll fix that next week. But no, next week I actually, since demo hasn't been going terrible, it's been going pretty well. I might honestly just start the eval, to be honest, for Top Step, get my experience in, and yeah, I think I've been demoing for around a month now, so on futures specifically, because I have some experience in forex, but yeah, we'll see. All right, thank you guys for watching. God bless. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next video.